Hey everybody, new year, new you, right? Let's talk about that a little bit. It's kind of been my theme for these last few videos, and I think sometimes what happens in life is people believe that right away we need to be a 10. Like we make New Year's resolutions and we're like, we're gonna stick with it, we're gonna do this, and if we fail a little bit, there must be something wrong with us. Or if we're not as amazing as our neighbors or our family or our friends, then something's not right. But that's not how we live our life. We don't live our life at a 10 all the time. And if somebody says they live their life at a 10 all the time, they are wrong and they're doing BS on you because it just doesn't happen. We just can't be here all the time. Life gets messy and life gets in the way, and we're humans and we have emotions, and sometimes life has really gotten us down and we're depressed or we're anxious or we have PTSD, and these things are not easy to change and they're not easy to overcome, and there are certain things that you will just carry with you for the rest of your life and you will never overcome them. They will just be a part of you, and at times they will bring you down. We just need to get back up. And it's okay to have your bad days. It's okay in the new year if you have days where you don't want to get up and get out of bed, and you just want to lay in bed, or you just get up but you're just kind of going through the motions. And that's just life, and that's okay. Went to the self-help seminar, and people left it thinking that we have to always be on a high vibration because you come out of it on a high vibration, and that's what people strive for, but it's not what happens in life. People get depressed, people get suicidal, people don't work on their trauma, and then they're faced with their trauma. And then they wonder what's going on and why am I sad all of a sudden, or why am I anxious? People have had really crappy things happen to them in their childhood. And it did happen to them. People say like life happens for you, not to you. Well, when you're a child and you're being sexually abused or thrown into a wall, I think life's happening to you at that point. The only difference is when you're an adult, you can say, hey, I'm not going to let that person win any longer. They don't get to hold me captive. They don't get to make me choose these emotions still. I'm not going to be tied to them. That's the change, and that's what you get to choose as an adult. But when you're a child, it has happened to you. Or when you're a teen and something tragic happens, it has happened to you. And it's not until we get older that we realize, well, we have ownership over our reactions and how we allow our past, to play into my present moment or into our present moments. That's what you have. But when you've had trauma happen, no matter how the trauma is, it doesn't matter. You will have bad days. Or if if somebody's just being a jerk to you and like their trauma is vomiting on you, and then you're like, dude, I don't want to be around this person, and they're still vomiting on you in certain ways, like that's gonna get you down, and that's gonna be like, crap, what do I do? And you're gonna have your bad days when it comes to that. It's just that we just need to keep going, and we just need to keep walking, because then we will eventually have good days. And those good days will hopefully outweigh those bad days. So part of the new year, new you, is giving yourself grace too, and understanding that you don't have to be perfect. And that people who post online that their life is perfect, that's bullshit. They're not being truthful, because that's not their life. And if you struggle, if you have trauma you've never worked on, go find a therapist. They're actually really great. They can be really helpful. I'd love to help you, But if that doesn't work, that's okay too, because you can find so many, and you just have to find one that resonates with you and that you can work with. So yeah, new year, new you. You're not perfect, and that's going to be okay.